What happened with Stunna for Vegas?
Shit, he took a different route with his journey. You get what I'm saying?
True. You and DaBaby back good, right?
We speak. We speak. I mean, we speak.
So do you think you signed a bad deal?
I got out of it. I just got them. Like I said, I should have known certain that I didn't really know.
Right.
That my new lawyer told me, like, once he got down to the nitty gritty, he like let me know. Right, like that.
Stunner folk Vegas and DaBaby didn't just link up. They went on a wild run that had the streets watching closely and the industry paying attention fast. At one point, their movement looked unstoppable, like they were headed straight for the top with no brakes. But today, the focus shifts to how everything unraveled and why Stunner allegedly pointed a weapon during a tense situation involving one of DaBaby's artists. What started as brotherhood slowly turned into chaos, and the cracks didn't show until it was already too late. Stunner folk Vegas grew up in Salisbury, North Carolina, a place where options were limited and shortcuts looked tempting. His father wasn't around during his early years, and like a lot of kids searching for a way out, Stunner first tried sports. He ran the courts and fields, hoping basketball or football would be his escape route. His cousin Javon Hargrave made it to the league as a defensive tackle for the Minnesota Vikings, but Stunner already knew that lane wasn't built for him. Instead of chasing a dream that wasn't clicking, he pivoted hard and stepped into the booth. Once Stunner locked into music, he started moving around North Carolina doing shows wherever he could get booked. At first, it was nothing flashy. Small clubs, packed rooms, and short money. He was pulling in about $300 a night, sometimes a little more if the crowd showed love, but his pockets stayed thin. Even so, the buzz was building locally, and people across the state started whispering his name. That local buzz turned into a real opportunity when a DJ posted Stunner's music online, and DaBaby noticed it. DaBaby had already been grinding for years, dropping his first mixtape back in 2015 and steadily climbing by 2018. He wasn't a full-blown superstar yet, but his motion was on a whole different level. When DaBaby tapped in and linked with Stunner, the energy clicked instantly. From the jump, DaBaby saw star potential even before the spotlight fully hit. The very next day after linking up, they hit the studio and recorded Animal. That track took off fast, racking up serious numbers and officially putting Stunner on the map. From there, the momentum stayed heavy. They were locked in the studio constantly, and DaBaby started bringing Stunner out on the road, letting him touch bigger crowds and real stages. Within months, Stunner's life flipped completely. He went from scraping together a few hundred per show to pulling in thousands every night. DaBaby pushed him hard, keeping him visible and active. When DaBaby dropped his 2018 mixtape, Stunner stood out as the only featured artist, signaling just how locked in their partnership really was. DaBaby really caught a major break when Jay-Z's Roc Nation stepped in to handle distribution for his mixtape, and that move pushed his career into a whole new lane. That moment was the real turning point where things stopped feeling local and started looking industry level. Then in 2019, DaBaby locked in a massive deal with Interscope that came with 7 figures attached, and the money wasn't just flowing one way. When DaBaby finalized that Interscope deal, he didn't move selfish at all. He made sure Stunna got looked out too. Stunna was already signed under DaBaby's billion-dollar Baby Entertainment, but DaBaby went the extra mile and helped secure him a major label situation as well. At that point, Stunna had only been rocking with DaBaby for a few months, but his lifestyle already changed fast. Stunna later explained in an interview that before DaBaby even signed him, he had already pulled in close to $200,000 from features and shows alone. That grind was already paying off.
What really happened with the DaBaby situation? Like, what happened?
I just got I just wanted to part ways for real. We wasn't too much kicking it no more. We wasn't too much goddamn talking and shit.
Why did you say you hate the rap game?
It was just business. Knowing that I should have my own entertainment lawyer, simple shit, you feel me? That's what made me say like, oh man, the rap. Man,
so when you signed your first contract, did you have a lawyer or you just like?
No, I had an entertainment lawyer, you feel me? But I ain't really know too much of her. I ain't know about her. I was just doing it, you feel me? Out of trust, you feel me? For sure. Sometimes they gonna tell you what they think best for you, just for them, because they getting paid too, right. You feel me? So like I said, you gotta get.
A lot of times the lawyer might be working for the label too, so exactly. It's like.
Or got ties with the label, you feel me? With the label lawyer, his best friend, they go drink every Sunday, you feel me? It's simple shit that.
Right, they play golf together.
Yeah.
So do you think you signed a bad deal?
I got out of it. I just got down, like I said, I should have known certain that I didn't really know. That my new lawyer told me, like, once he got down to the nitty gritty, he like let me know.
And when Stunna and DaBaby dropped tracks together, The confidence was loud. Lines about getting rich in months and not playing around hit different because the results were showing in real time. Stunna's first official release under Interscope took off instantly. The record moved heavy, fans were locked in, and everything pointed toward him being next up. But just as fast as the wins stacked up, trouble followed. Headlines started popping up for the wrong reasons, and rumors spread that someone had taken Stunna's chains off his neck. Pictures of the jewelry surfaced online, and people ran with the idea that Stunna got stripped. But he jumped in quick and shut that talk down. According to Stunna, the story was exaggerated. He said he was in Atlanta dealing with personal business and had left the jewelry inside his vehicle. In a podcast interview, Stunna explained that the entire vehicle ended up getting taken, and he never even came face to face with the people responsible. He made it clear that nobody touched him directly, and the internet story didn't match reality. He also said he wasn't paying to recover the jewelry and didn't stress it because he could replace everything. Even with the noise online, Stunna's career kept moving, but the energy wasn't the same. 2019 was still a major year for him. He signed his deal, dropped his debut project, and worked with big names like Offset, Lil Durk, and Lil Yachty. Him and DaBaby were still dropping records together and pulling strong numbers every time. 2020 started hot too. In January, Stunna dropped his second album, which landed at number 29 on the Billboard 200. A month later, he scored the biggest record of his career by jumping on Go Stupid alongside Polo G and NLE Choppa. That track was everywhere and kept his name buzzing. But behind the scenes, the momentum was slipping. Critics weren't rocking with his newer music the same way they did earlier, and fans slowly stopped checking as heavy. He was still getting money and working with major artists, but when he dropped another album in November 2020, the numbers told a different story. The project didn't chart, and for the first time, it was clear the wave wasn't hitting like before. By 2021, Stunna completely eased off the gas and went silent musically, leaving fans wondering what happened. No drops, no noise, no momentum. At the same time, DaBaby ran into a serious wall in his own career. After a controversial moment during a Rolling Loud performance, doors started closing fast, and a lot of industry ties went cold almost overnight. That shift didn't just affect him, it sent shockwaves through everyone connected to his camp.
True, you and DaBaby back good, right?
We speak. We speak. I mean, we speak. Yeah, we speak.
I heard you facilitated that combo. Is that true? Did you?
I didn't facilitate that combo. I don't know him personally, but it was like
I facilitated that combo.
Yeah, I was on tour with Don
talking to you, and he told you like,
that's how
bro, just reached. That's how we seen. I seen it up there. Like, even when I reached out to him, I was reaching out to him on some grown man shit. Like, I'm gonna take my lick. Like, I was the reason why we separated, because it was shit going on outside the business. You feel me? So I moved around, and when I hit him up, I probably moved around before I hit him up. I moved around with animosity on my chest. You feel me? So when I hit him up, it was more so like not getting it off, but it was definitely like, man, bro, I'm gonna take accountability. Like, I went left. You feel me? I should have came and spoke to you about certain shit. You feel me? Whoop, whoop, whoop. There was nothing like, man, bro, you feel me? Like, I want to get back to that. Like, this is the only duo I'm worried about. You feel me? So like,
when Stunna finally popped back out in 2022 with his fourth project, most people thought it was just a comeback reset. Nobody realized it would end up being his final release under DaBaby's label. Behind the scenes, tension was already building, and the label atmosphere was getting messy fast. What looked calm on the surface was anything but. Around that same period, DaBaby signed a female rapper named K Kilo to the label. She quickly started gaining attention, especially after dropping tracks alongside DaBaby. Her buzz was rising, her name was ringing, and it looked like she was next up within the camp. But that momentum didn't last long. K Kilo later expressed frustration that ongoing drama between DaBaby and his child's mother, Danny Lee, completely pulled focus away from her mixtape rollout. Instead of the spotlight being on her music, the attention shifted elsewhere and she felt overlooked. That situation added more pressure inside the label, and things only got worse from there. The biggest situation came when K Kilo accused Stunna of crossing a serious line during a heated confrontation. According to her side, things escalated after she damaged another woman's phone during an argument, which caused panic and yelling. K Kilo claimed that Stunna then stepped in and allegedly pointed a weapon at her during the chaos, turning a loud argument into something far more serious. She didn't stop there. K Kilo went online and accused Stunna of avoiding conflict back in North Carolina and staying low in Houston instead.
I would never harm none of our black women. Not the righteous ones, not the dirty, not the. I wouldn't harm none of them.
She even claimed she damaged his phone during the back and forth. The accusations spread fast, and social media took sides instantly. Stunna wasted no time responding. He went live and shut the entire story down, calling it all false. He made it clear he would never put his hands on a woman and said K-Kilo was chasing attention after leaving the label and losing traction in music. According to him, none of the claims matched reality. Still, not everyone was convinced. Some people pointed out that Stunna's image didn't line up cleanly with his denials.
Asked to, feel me, to go like separate ways. I'm like, man, I'm trying to go do some shit I got on the table and woo. I can add you in on it or we could just, probably after talking a few times, we just, you feel me, it wasn't nothing more, nothing less than, all right, bet, and go do whatever you're trying to do.
His name is tied closely to North Carolina, and his music often talks heavy about street loyalty and picking sides. On tracks like Animal, he raps aggressively about conflict and consequences, which made some listeners question where the line between lyrics and real life really sat. More questions popped up when people started connecting dots to his alleged ties with a group known as YRB. One of his close associates from that circle was reportedly locked up over a serious situation, and Stunna publicly posted support online. That only added fuel to speculation, even though nothing concrete was proven against him. By the time all this unfolded, the damage was already done. The label energy was fractured, relationships were strained, and Stunna's run with DaBaby quietly reached its end without any official announcement. What started as a powerful partnership slowly collapsed under pressure, drama, and unchecked tension that spilled way beyond music. By 2021, Stunna was everywhere in the headlines, and not for music. Stories started spreading fast after a dangerous situation unfolded around one of his appearances. Rumors took off claiming people pulled up to his show with intentions to end everything right there. The internet ran wild with talk that Stunna was the target, but the truth turned out to be more complicated than the early stories made it sound. What actually happened went down at an after-party tied to the event, not during the show itself. Even then, it was never fully confirmed whether Stunna was still on the scene when things popped off. That didn't stop speculation, though, and the noise only got louder as people tried filling in the blanks with their own narratives. K-Kilo added more fuel when she claimed Stunna was living in Houston because he couldn't safely return to North Carolina. That idea spread quick and stuck hard, but Stunna later stepped in and shut that version down himself, explaining that his move had nothing to do with fear or pressure. According to Stunna, the real reason for relocating was way simpler: love. He said he moved to Houston because he fell hard for his girlfriend and wanted a fresh start. No running, no hiding, just switching scenery. He explained that the move was intentional and personal, not forced by outside problems. That girlfriend turned out to be Houston rapper Mona Leo, who Stunna met while working at a studio in the city. Their connection clicked fast, and once things got serious, Stunna already knew he wanted to plant roots in Houston. From day one, he started moving differently, leaving behind the chaos that followed him before. Before relocating, Stunna was open about struggling with pills and lean habits that were starting to control his day-to-day life. Texas ended up being a reset button for him. He swapped late nights for early mornings, started hitting the gym heavy, and locked into healthier routines that shifted his mindset completely.
In the atmosphere that I'm in right now, like, y'all don't see me dropping music every weekend, every week, and whoop. It's because I don't care. For real, like I'm dead ass serious. I don't care to be a rapper, bro. I'm not finna get up here and shake my ass. I'm not finna get up here and beef with everybody.
That lifestyle change led him into something unexpected: youth basketball. While visiting a gym one day, Stunna crossed paths with a competitive AAU team. He connected with the kids, saw potential, and stepped in to help manage them. From there, he went all in, covering sneakers, jerseys, travel costs, and tournament fees. For Stunna, that role gave him purpose outside the booth. Instead of chasing charts, he was focused on building something positive and staying grounded. Music slowly stopped being the priority, even though his name still carried weight in the industry. By 2023, Stunna officially felt done with the rap grind. He reached out to DaBaby and asked to be released from the label. Once the news broke that he was no longer signed, the rumors exploded instantly. Some people said he got dropped. Others claimed the two had serious tension behind the scenes. While on Instagram Live, Stunna addressed it directly. He made it clear that he wasn't kicked out and didn't feel bitter. He avoided details, but said straight up that he wasn't interested in chasing clout, beefing with rappers, or doing anything fake for attention.
Nigga, right now, like, you know, I'm happy for him, because whatever you're doing now, that's what you want to be doing. That's what you'd rather be doing. I'm that type of nigga. Something you supposed to do on the front end. You know what I'm saying? That's something you're supposed to do on the front end.
He made it public.
Yeah. I mean, what made what public? The fact that
like that he wasn't with you no more.
Yeah. He ain't supposed to let niggas play like.
I appreciate Baby for sure, anything he did, but like him putting me in every place or stage or platform that he put me in, I just stood on business. Like I did whatever I had to do for them folks to call back, or for anybody to reach out that wanted to ever do business with me, and you feel me?
His tone said it all. His heart just wasn't in rap anymore. At first, some fans thought those comments were subtle shots at DaBaby, but Stunna later clarified that there was no beef at all. According to him, they simply grew apart over time, like a lot of business relationships do. No explosions, no betrayal, just distance. Then in 2024, DaBaby spoke on the situation himself. He revealed that Stunna had reached out to him directly. DaBaby said he still wanted Stunna to win and had no bad blood toward him. But he also made it clear that he didn't appreciate people twisting the story or speaking reckless about the situation. That final update showed where things really stood. No dramatic fallout, no public war, just two artists who ran hard together, then chose different paths. What started as one of the hottest partnerships in rap slowly faded into a quiet split, shaped by pressure, growth, and real-life changes that music alone couldn't fix. At the end of the day, it felt like DaBaby was a little tight about how Stunna handled certain situations publicly, especially when fans started questioning things. The energy wasn't matching the silence, and you could tell something felt off. Still, Stunna never switched up publicly. He kept showing love and made it clear that DaBaby played a huge role in putting him on and changing his life.
I'm gonna keep it hot, bro. I could be saying what people saying about him, about my situation, but then I'll be a bitch ass nigga. Cause bro, that nigga ain't do nothing to me. He put me in a position, you feel me? Like wherever I did with it, you go. Feel me? I ain't really expect nobody to hold my hand and take me to no promised land. You feel me? I ain't even no bitch. I don't want nobody to do that. If I win, I want to say I did it. You feel me? Like type shit. I used to tell brother that too. Like when it was time for us, they be like, "Oh, you ain't should drop." I told him before, like I want to go gold or platinum before, cause I know once I do it with you, we there. But I gotta do that shit alone. You feel me? I said that to him plenty of times.
That project you just dropped hard.
Nah, I appreciate that too, though, bro. I definitely appreciate that. But
bro, you know, I got a couple more questions before we get off the podcast. You know what I'm saying? So like when you and bro did part ways, and you know what I'm saying, you did do your own thing. Like did you have any resentment? Was you happy? You know what I'm saying? Like what kind of feeling you got?
I was cool.
It was cool.
I was like.
But make no mistake, there was definitely more happening behind closed doors when they were still working side by side. That much became obvious when another interviewer straight up asked Stunna if he felt like he signed a bad deal. The question caught attention instantly, and Stunna didn't dodge it. Instead of throwing names around, Stunna kept it clean but honest. He admitted that he wasn't happy with how things were structured financially and said he had to bring in his own lawyer to fix the situation. That alone spoke volumes. He never directly said DaBaby did him dirty, but the tone made it clear that the money wasn't moving the way he expected it to, and that's what made the situation complicated. DaBaby was the one who put Stunna in position, gave him visibility, and helped launch his career into the mainstream. That part can't be erased. But at the same time, it looked like certain behind-the-scenes business moves just weren't lining up with what Stunna felt was fair. For a while, fans really thought Stunna might be stepping away from rap completely. The silence, the label split, the lifestyle shift, it all pointed that way. But in 2024, he surprised people by signing with a smaller independent label called STB Entertainment and dropping a new album. Still, the numbers told a hard truth. Stunna's drop-off was noticeable. He went from pulling millions of streams with ease to struggling to even crack 6 figures on new releases. That fall-off hit fans hard, especially those who remembered how dominant his run was just a few years earlier. Even so, music clearly wasn't his main focus anymore.
What happened with Stunna for Vegas?
He took a different route with his journey. You get what I'm saying? I tell that nigga right now, like, you know, I'm happy for him, because whatever you're doing now, that's what you want to be doing. That's what you'd rather be doing. I'm that type of nigga. It ain't no nigga that want to see him win the way Baby wanted to see him win. Y'all know that too. The first time y'all saw me in this bitch, who I had next to me?
Stunna for Vegas, that's right.
Come on, bro. Who I had next to me? Every question, I diverted the attention, boom, to him. Every interview, everywhere I go, I'm going. It don't matter who I meet. Every fan, every goddamn tastemaker, every person in the industry. When you get done talking to me and everybody want to talk to me, I got them. You met Stunna for Vegas and walk off. Yeah. He ain't supposed to let niggas play like that. You get what I'm saying? Like you ain't supposed to. It don't matter. You supposed to move on. You ain't supposed to stop for nobody. You ain't supposed to. If you in a situation, if you want more, I don't put ceilings on nobody. So whenever anybody around me, feel like they can go further by taking their own path and not, what I mean? Not what I necessarily say. Boy, you should do this. You should do this. You should do that. Whether it's working or not. I say spread your wings, and I'm gonna be the first nigga to clap when you do it.
Back in 2023, Stunna and Mona Leo welcomed their first child together, and that changed everything. Family became priority number one. A couple years later, they officially got married, and Stunna started openly talking about wanting more kids and building something stable long-term. Outside of family life, Stunna has been locked into managing basketball players and youth programs. He's spoken about wanting to go back to college so he can sharpen his skills and take that role seriously. That tells you his mindset completely shifted from chasing charts to building structure. Financially, things obviously aren't the same as when he was running heavy with DaBaby. The fast money slowed down and the industry love faded. But Stunna played it smart early on. Instead of burning through cash on exotic cars and flexing nonstop, he stayed modest. He even talked about buying a Jeep for around $25,000 instead of blowing hundreds of thousands on luxury whips like a lot of artists do. That discipline saved him when the wave cooled off. He wasn't stuck trying to maintain a lifestyle that no longer made sense. Fans kept hoping for a reunion though. A lot of people wanted to see DaBaby and Stunna squash everything fully and get back in the booth together.
So do you think you signed a bad deal?
I got out of it. I just got them. Like I said, I should have known certain that I didn't really know. That my new lawyer told me, like, once he got down to the nitty gritty, he like let me know, like that.
That chemistry was real, and their run left a mark. But reality isn't always that simple. In October 2025, Stunna and his wife Mona Leo sat down for an interview and gave the clearest update yet. Stunna revealed that he personally reached out to DaBaby to take accountability for how things fell apart. He made it clear he wasn't asking for favors, handouts, or a comeback boost. They talked it out, cleared the air, and put whatever tension was left behind them. From the outside, it looks like the issue is officially dead. No bitterness, no lingering drama, just mutual understanding. But even with that closure, it's unlikely they'll ever go on another legendary run like they did back in 2019. That chapter looks closed for good. Different lives, different priorities, different paths, and that's the full story right there. If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss what's coming next. More celebrity drama is always on the way, and trust, the next video popping up on your screen dives even deeper into another wild situation you don't want to miss. Appreciate you for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.